crystals, and they're covered with dirt, and you swipe them with your finger and you can see all the little points. If you get any piece with any point,
Hi, this is Scott and I'm finding rocks. Today I'm looking at what looks like a wooded area here in Magnet Cove, Arkansas, and there's a machine dig here on a property that might be turning into a development. The crystal collector is hosting this event where he's going to dig with a machine for 4 days. We're going to look for Brookite and Quartz, Smoky Quartz. Sometimes it looks like concrete, sometimes it looks like what you would think Smoky Quartz looks like. The Brookite crystals vary in size. I just heard that they have found like a 1 inch size. So if you ever hear of a machine dig in Magnet Cove, you need to come. There's lots of different minerals here. It's just a unique opportunity. The landowners don't usually open their land to be dug here, so I've been down here many times in creeks and stuff, looking for different minerals. Such a variety of minerals are found here, and whenever you go from spot to spot, you might find different collections of minerals here. Then there's been a lot of different mines that have operated here, titanium mines, particularly lots of titanium mined here. And also there's Jones Milk Ore that's not too far away. They mine for aggregates, but they also find a lot of other things there, lots of minerals that you've seen in other videos. So
crystals, and they're covered with dirt, and you swipe them with your finger and you can see all the little points. If you get any piece with any points, keep it. And if it's really pointy and like rough looking, and I'll be walking around, and if you're still confused, ask me, and you might need to, because I can show you what to look for, but you're not gonna hardly see the Brookite. You're gonna want to just basically, like I say, the $100 a bucket is so you can fill up your bucket with potential pieces, and you should have plenty of Brookite within that potential bucket. But that's, so if you need any help, just let me know. And yeah, I'm going to mark off that area up there, and I got one tiny little pocket that I hadn't finished up here that I'm kind of interested in, and I'll mark it off. But y'all got free range. Just like I say, be careful in the pits, because some of these are, I don't really mind kids getting in pits, but not some of the high ones over here. Like this stuff that I don't want anybody getting hurt. And I haven't went around and knocked any rocks over. I pulled it straight out with a machine. I did all this in 3 days. So y'all are good to go. I will say this.
Happy hunting.
I will say this. The most Brookite concentrations that I've seen start not in the bottom layer here, but probably about here. This whole area. Some iron out of the pieces, taking the bucket. If it wasn't so, strong, just put it in the car and then.
Yeah.
This Smoky Quartz came from this area here. Tempting to keep. They look like obsidian. You can see where it may be split off from each other. Here's a possible quartz point, but I think it could be pretty wonky if it is. It's coming out of this layer that's above the white here, just like the collector said. And when it dips down, then you might have pockets. So I see a lot of quartz here. He said look for the quartz in the red dirt. And that's where usually the brookite is on this specific area. This quartz appears to have a point.
Come on, boy. Oh, he's right there.
Here's probably the best one I've found so far.
He does that to me a lot.
Looks the most like a point. Has some crystals on the side. Has a little brookite right there on the side of that little crystal. So there might be more. A couple more points here. Lighter color, and they're not perfect. I'll take any points I can get here because they might have brookites here, or they might be smokies. Now this one I got into looks very metallic. You know, I think I'm gonna have to just take this as it is to keep it safe. Nope. Look at that. Little point popped off the side. This is definitely a spot I want to be at. Here's the other part of that metallic looking stuff right there. So I'm working in this area. Just saw this part here. Have to lay this down and look through it. Look at that point, was just laying there. I was sitting on it. This almost looks like a point here sticking out. It's potentially mostly smoky quartz chunks here still, but it's recommended you take them home, wash them off, see if there's brookites on it. That's why it's $100 a bucket. Brookites, specimens on quartz can be valuable, so it's kind of a crapshoot. Go home, wash off the mud, see what you have, and surely you're gonna have a few pieces that pay for your bucket.
You think it can be just like as much as like an area?
I broke that point down, or I broke that glob of mud down. There's this on it too. This might be a misshaped point with another attachment there. It might be brookites on it, so we'll take it home, clean it off. What? This is good. Some really reddish dirt on this one. Yeah, there's some crystals there. Whoa, look at that. Oh, it's crystal. So crystals there, there. Yeah, they're red, which might mean more minerals for Brookite. Can't tell on this one yet. Oh, might have some points here. Yeah. Some points there and there. Look at all the lustery brookites on this area here, and they're fairly good size. A lot of cleaning left to do on this one. Okay, I filled up my bucket. A lot of the crystal points are that small and sticking out, so I picked up pieces like that. This one's actually a little bit better. Has one on the back side. It might be more underneath that mud. So it's the end of the day. You saw what I found, that I showed that I found. I have a 1.5 buckets full. It was $100 a bucket or $50 for a half bucket. And I don't ever feel that confident at the end of the day that I did as well as I could. During the day, I kind of felt like I was doing really good because my imagination of how it looked under the dirt was going pretty well. At the end of the day, my imagination wasn't so good anymore. So I'll wash them off, see how they look. It's a different kind of dig, so once in a lifetime kind of dig, it feels like, because I've come here so many times. Wish that there was something like this. Now I had this opportunity. I'm sure I'll probably do another one since they have like a year lease. Here are some of my earlier finds. You can see some have some shape, some of them are just globs, and I was just feeling around for spikes underneath the dirt. These are some larger ones, including this one with a big point. And then I cleaned off the last ones I got first. I started to clean them off. There's a lot of mud. It's going to take a long time to get even one clean, so this is a project. As you can see, they're still really covered with mud after spraying. No power spray yet. Some of these you can see there are crystals in there. This one I'm not really sure what it's going to turn out. See some crystal faces showing. This one you can see a 6-sided crystal there. But I should have shown these before I washed them off because it's just the same as the other ones, globs of dirt. There's going to be a lot of scrubbing to get all the dirt off. But if you get them really clean and you have some brookites and good quartz crystals, it's going to be well worth it. It might be a lifetime for me to clean all these. This one's on its way a little this one's on its way a little quicker. I think there's less nooks and crannies at the top, but it's really got a nice crystal. The bottom of it doesn't look great because of how I extracted it. There's another crystal coming across, and I just took my pickaxe into the wall and this came out, so not the best method of getting this out. Look at all the lustery brookites on this area here, and they're fairly good size. A lot of cleaning left to do on this one. I think I might have to spend all my effort just to clean this one. So by the way, it took me probably a month just to clean 5 pieces really good. That's using dental pick, power washing, constant scrubbing, soaking in soapy water, putting into oxalic acid. So after trying those different methods, I decided I needed a few more to try. So I got an ultrasonic cleaner, which helped a lot, but it also would take a lot of separate sessions in there to get the dirt loose. I also tried SMPH, which is like a food grade detergent, and I used soaked specimens in that for like a day or two, and that got a lot of dirt off. You could also use a textile cleaner, which mine was broken. It's tedious to clean them no matter what. I'm still cleaning them almost 6 months later, and I plan to clean the better ones slowly, but want to preserve this part of Magnet Cove, this experience. So thank you for watching my trip to Magnet Cove and the things that I found there. It turns out most of those dirt balls that I brought home had a little brookite on it. I'd say at least half of them did. So it was a pretty successful trip. The next trip is going to be more expensive, so hopefully I'll learn some education this time so I can find the better ones quicker and fill up my bucket with quality finds. Thank you for watching again. If you like videos like these, please like and subscribe after the video.